Folks, we're back here at the Division III Softball World Series with the Linfield Wildcats that just won their game against University of Wisconsin Oshkosh. We've got head coach Jackson Vaughan, Brynn Nelson, Kaili Saathoff, and Tayah Kelley with us today. Coach, we'll start with you. It's a huge game. You're going up against really good opponents. They're not going to give it to you out there. They're fighting as hard as they can, and your team just pulls through and gets the win. And how important is it to be able to be in that winner's side and get that important day off?
Yeah, it was a tough game. Very good opponent for the second day in a row. I thought very good pitching for the second day in a row. Different than yesterday, but I thought Oshkosh's pitching staff, with the amount of off-speed stuff they can throw and junk, certainly make it a challenge. I thought our kids competed really well, though. We had some opportunities, I thought, early in the game to maybe break the game open. We had bases loaded and another situation with a couple runners on. Their outfielders made a couple great diving catches that maybe saved some things. But our kids kept competing, and man, it was for the second day in a row just a game that could have went either way. And fortunately for us, yesterday JC hits the big home run, and then today, K2 gets on with the big bunt, and then we have kind of the controversial deal with the review. And it was funny because if the thing would have stood, we were probably going to have Brynn bunt to get the runners to second and third. So by Sydney ended up being out, we had Brynn hit, and then Brynn hits the 2-run home run. So I'm super proud of the kids and the way they competed. Super proud of Tayah, again, just battling, just with a tough opponent. And, with the heat and humidity, it wasn't that hot, but it's just so much different than what we're used to competing in with grips and stuff like that. And so she held strong, and the only inning she really gave up anything, we had the 2 walks in front of the 1 hit. And so just really proud of our kids. And, yeah, the day off is huge, probably more than anybody for the pitcher, just to have a day of recovery. But we're just excited to be where we're at and know there's a lot of great teams left as well.
And Brynn, we're going to go to you next. Coach said that you're making him look great when it's going from what he would have bunted to just, winning the game with a home run. And, of course, the great pitching all day that you're going up against. To be able to, what were you thinking? What's your mindset going into that? And then just what's it feel like to be able to lift your team in that moment?
Yeah, I think, they were a really quality opponent and a really great pitching staff, so going against them every single at-bat, it was definitely a battle. I for sure haven't been doing my best these last 2 days, so I've been really working on just keeping my mind clear and trying to reset each at-bat, and just took some hitting advice from both of my coaches just to stay relaxed and be able to make those in-game adjustments, and I think that ended up helping. And it's just, it's nice to be able to give Tayah that day off and give everyone the day off and keep going through the winner's bracket.
Awesome. And Kaili, like I said, there was a lot going on out there. They're making some great plays on defense. They're making some hits. We're having reviews, some questionable things. You're running out these bunts. What's it like in those really difficult situations? What's the mentality? How do you keep your team focused? What's it like just being able to succeed in those moments?
I feel like we do best when we're having a lot of fun on the field. So, it's a mixture of focus and fun. And we have, before the last inning, we had our seniors basically calling us out and be like, we're going to be hyped in the dugout. We're going to, stay up pretty much. And so it's kind of the same thing as, when Ashley goes out and talks to Tayah in the circle and she tells her a joke every time. And it's just that sort of thing where, we don't try to put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We play our best, more relaxed, and we're having fun.
That's awesome. And Tayah, we're talking about you in the circle. We're talking about you smiling and laughing and getting your team hyped. What's it like to be able to lead this team in the pitching circle? And then also, when the other team does put something together, you've got your defense behind you.
It's awesome. I always know that my girl's behind me, so even when we get in tough situations and I'm not maybe doing the best, I always know they have my back, which is pretty cool. And like K2 was saying, Ashley's always coming out and trying to just kind of clear the air and just make it funny, which is fun. But it's pretty awesome to have a team that you can trust completely, both on offense and defense. It's pretty amazing.
Well, thank you guys once again. This is Linfield after their win against University of Wisconsin Oshkosh, moving on in the winners bracket at the Division III Softball World Series here in Marshall. Thank you guys and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.